There's a serious question that has bothered the human race since the dawn of time. How does one build strong exercise habits? Hello everyone, my name is Luis Vargas and I'm a third year full-time pre-medical student. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I highly recommend that you do so. I believe that my gift is to help others, and my goal with this channel is to help people achieve their goals. If you're like me, you probably live on planet Earth and you only have 24 hours to spare. Make that 16 because you're supposed to be sleeping 8 hours a day. You are sleeping 8 hours a day, right? Or if you're an alien, you live on Venus and you have 5,832 hours to spare. But you're probably not because you're watching this video. Due to the limited time we have, it could get complicated to make habits worth having. For some, we might not have habits that we don't even want. If you're living in today's society, you're probably very busy. A lot of us have kids or just a super hyper puppy, a full-time job, or if you're like me, a full-time pre-med student, or just a full-time student, where you have a lot of studying to do and a lot of work to do. It can get kind of difficult to focus on our health when our head is spinning in 30 different directions. In this video, my goal is to help you understand that it really does not take a lot of work to control our health and add years to our life. One example of how being conscious on our health can add years to our life is a study done at Harvard in 2018 where they found that maintaining 5 healthy habits as an adult can add over a decade to your life. Unless, of course, you get run over by a bus, God forbid, suffer a car accident, or have cancer. Can you guess what the 5 habits are? Pause the video and take a guess in the comment. Assuming you took a guess, the 5 habits are exercising regularly. Later on in the video, I will share how many times a week I recommend working out. Habit number 2 is having a healthy diet. And the other 3 habits include limiting alcohol intake, maintaining a healthy weight, and not smoking. But how do we start? How do we take the right steps? There's a misconception going on that a lot of people think that you need to exercise every single day or go into restraining awful diets that do not allow you to eat absolutely anything. Fortunately, this is not the case. As for me, I never count my calories. I do not work out every day, and neither should you. Instead, we should build strong habits. This video will be divided into 3 sections. First, I will talk about what a habit is. Then I will explain how to recognize certain cues into your habits. And finally, I will finish off by explaining how to implement this into our life. In the book, The Power of Habit, Charles Dewey, the author, talks about the habit loop. And according to the author, a habit is a formula that our brains follow. In the book, Charles Dewey explains the habit loop. All habits pretty much follow the same system. There is a cue, a routine, and a reward. Essentially, what the book tries to get across is that the cue is what drives the habit loop. It's the trigger that will tell our brains to go into automatic mode. A cue can be as simple as seeing a cigarette box or a box of donuts. What the cue does is that it creates a craving. If you're a smoker and you look into your purse and you see a cigarette box, your brain will begin to crave that hit of nicotine. Or if you pass by a donut shop and see someone holding a box of donuts, your brain will begin to crave that sugary treat. Then comes the routine. This is what comes after the cue. We must be able to identify what the routine is. Then comes the reward, which provides positive reinforcement that will make it more likely for us to accomplish that behavior again in the future. If we want to build a healthy lifestyle, we must start off by building strong habits. If we look at our brain, the hippocampus, collet, and insulina are the parts of the brain that are responsible for cravings. Now, what this tells me is that cravings do not have complete authority over us. For me, one bad habit that I've been trying to get rid of is my phone. For example, when I want to get deep into my study section, my phone cannot be part of the equation. It is too distracting. Even a simple buzzing sound through my studies can cause my brain to start craving mindless entertainment. If we want to build a strong workout routine, we must teach our brains to crave the rush of endorphins and other neurochemicals that are released when we begin working out. I have built a spatial system around my office where I see my workout area. This workout area will serve as a cue, which will create a craving in my brain for those endorphins and neurochemicals that are released when I work out. And what is the routine? Well, it is working out. You want to make it a nice routine. For me, this is the only time I listen to music. It makes it nice since I get to listen to Bad Bunny. Bendiciones pa' todo el mundo. Chavos pa' todo el mundo. And the reward is those endorphins which create a feeling of well-being and make us feel good about ourselves and what we have accomplished. Now, how many times do I work out? This is something that I set a rule for myself where I need to work out at least 3 times a week. And this is the amount of time I recommend you should set a rule for yourself as a busy human being. Of course, there are exceptions to this rule when, for example, finals week. It's insane. So yeah, there are exceptions to this rule. Sometimes I need to grind it out and study for a test for hours at a time, and that will be a time where I would only work out 3 times that week. Other times I have more free time to myself and I usually work out 4 to 5 times that week. It all depends. But by following this at least 3 times a week rule, I can allow myself to have days off where I just do not feel like working out without feeling bad about myself. So you should build a rule for yourself that will ensure you work out every week. Consistency is key. In terms of exercises, I recommend HIIT or high intensity interval training exercises, and I'll make sure to make a future video on this where you can follow along. Thank you everyone for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you like my content. I want to show people how to build a healthy lifestyle through diet and exercise. I want to be an example for others that we can achieve whatever we want if we're consistent with hard work and dedication. We just have to find a way to make it fun. So hey guys, thank you for watching, and that was my video on how to build strong healthy habits. I hope that it was helpful for some of you, and leave a comment down below. I would love to learn what types of habits you guys have built. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button. If not, hit that dislike button, and I'll make sure to make better videos in the future. Thank you for watching.